This is an Insane Cast production. You're listening to Thanks for Watching the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, Beth, DJ, Jimmy, and Adrian. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to Thanks for Watching, episode 1841. Woohoo!
1841, holy cowbell.
I know, holy cowbell. And, hey, I'm DJ, and sitting far across from me, past my monitor...
It's Beth.
It's Beth, that's right. And it's just her and I today. Yay!
That'll be fun.
It'll be fun. And we do have quite the rundown for you. We're going to talk about Santa's sleigh, and we're going to talk about 211, which we talked about a little while ago. Not just that we wanted to see it. Box office numbers, we'll have that. That'll be real time because I never looked it up, so we'll find out. Yeah, because that's usually Jimmy. He's usually doing that one. We'll have some streaming. Actually, we won't have streaming this time around because 211 and Santa's Sleigh were all pretty much streamed type of stuff. Then we have a challenge. We have next week's openings, future films, and a new discussion question.
Oh.
Yeah. But first, some news, which is really interesting. A lot of interesting stuff happened. What's one of them? The Favorite is like really killing it at the British Independent Film Awards.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, they've gotten like 10 different prizes already, like Best Film, Best Actress, which was Olivia Colman. Yeah, Best Supporting Actress, Rachel Weisz.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, they had 13 nominations, and they just like took out everybody, which is kind of cool.
Just blasted it.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there was some stuff like Martin Scorsese was talking a little bit about
Scorsese.
How critics back in the day used to be like sought after, and like movies were taken out of the theater because of a critic's bad review.
Things that they said, yeah.
Yeah, and nowadays...
That's not how it is anymore.
Nowadays, like, everything is, like, done in a tweet, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very different, and I think it's different. I mean, now you have to listen to shows like ours to find out if there's anything really good out there or not. You know,
you have to find one that you really trust.
Right, exactly. I guess you could say in the case of J.M. Strauss, he goes to see more movies now that he's been listening. So,
aww.
I know, that's pretty cool. Because I mean, he gets to know more about the films, and he's part of the conversation, even though he's not calling in. What's going on there, J.M. Strauss?
He's busy. He's a teacher.
Oh, that's right. He's busy. He's a teacher. And
he's busy molding the minds of the young.
Oh, yes. The young and the restless.
Aha.
So, but it's interesting, you know, how that whole critique field or critic field has changed since back in the day. So... Cool. Well,
also, like, part of that is also there are only a handful, if any, critics who I actually look at and go, yes, I agree with their thoughts on any given film.
Yeah.
So I personally stopped listening to the critics a long time ago because they'd be like, that movie's garbage. And I'm like, what? I loved it.
Exactly.
I thought Pitch Black was amazing.
Right?
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just, I don't know. I think that we're a great alternative to critics, and not just me. It's like other podcasters. I listen to other podcasts, and they all have their own critics or critiques and such, and
everybody has their own opinion and their own point of view, and
right.
That's, I think, a thing that is actually great about all of the like citizen critic.
Totally. Totally.
Is that you can get a different point of view from everybody.
Yeah. So.
And then if you decide you don't like that person's point of view, you don't have to listen to them anymore.
Exactly. Unsubscribe. But don't do that to us.
Although we don't recommend that.
Right? Don't do it. Don't. We want you here.
Yes, we like you.
Yeah. Hey, they're planning Fantasy Island, the movie, for 2020?
Like the plane?
Yes, just like that.
Oh, my.
I know. So, I don't know. I might want to see that. I mean, I watched all the reruns all the time, so
right.
I guess there's no reason why I wouldn't want to see a film. Although Fantasy Island was definitely more of a... The setup was so for television, like special guests and all that stuff.
And half-hour servings of...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how they managed to make that into a movie.
Yeah, I'm interested too, just to see. And then you're like, okay, well, if they have one and then it does really well, you know they're going to have more. And if it doesn't go well, then you're like, oh, good, that happened. Good, let's move on.
Yeah. I'm glad we got to experience that, and now it's time for F Troop the movie.
Right? Oh, dear. I know, I saw this thing on the social medias about, okay, what's the next live action we want Disney to do? And I'm like, no, I don't want them to do anything else. I want them to just come up with new stuff.
Yeah, but, I mean, they're going to be doing live action. They did so well with Beauty and the Beast that now they're like, hey, what else can we... And have you seen the trailer for The Lion King?
I have.
The teaser? I'm sorry, are we not supposed to talk about this yet?
No, we can talk about this. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's part of the news, I think.
It's like shot for shot from the original trailer.
It really is.
And I'm impressed. The only thing that I gripe about is how are they calling it a live action movie when it's all CG?
I know. I'm gonna go see it. I really got to see it.
Oh yeah,
but it's not live action. I am not falling for that trick one bit. Not even a little bit.
Like in Dumbo, there are actual people.
Yeah.
In Aladdin, there are going to be actual people. In The Lion King, it's really hard to make a lion do the things.
But remember those Disney films back in the day where they had the narrator and the animals did these weird things and the narration just went right with it? I'm wondering if it's a similar thing.
No, because there's a very distinct course of events that happen in The Lion King.
That's true.
And the chances that they would just happen upon a pride of lions that happens to have a scarred brother of the king who happens to toss his brother off of a cliff into a rampaging wildebeest stampede. Oh, I'm going to cry. That's my least favorite part of the movie.
Oh, I know. Ooh. I'm sorry.
Hold it in, Beth. Be strong.
Hold it in. You can do it. Get that tissue up there. You get back in there, Tyr. But maybe there's a rattlesnake somewhere that crawls along that's real. I don't know. or they altered the story a little bit and Simba eats a human.
Yes, I'm sure that's what's going to happen.
That could happen. I'm going to miss Matthew Broderick's voice, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, you're just thinking about War Games from last week.
I know. I guess you're right. I better move on from there. Oh, my goodness. And I guess one of the last things I wanted to say, and we don't have to talk terribly about it, but Crazy Rich Asian flops at the Chinese box office.
Oh.
I'm like,
too stylized, huh?
I guess so.
Oh, man. They're like, that is not what we're like. You stop that.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, but it flops there. Okay. Too westernized, I guess?
Somewhere. Yeah, that would be my guess.
Yeah. Too much of Americans are great, and... Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. You know. But I don't know how the book did there. I'm curious. I mean,
I have no idea. Maybe. Let's see if I can look that up.
Was the other
keep
question?
Talking, and I will see if I can look it up.
Sure, and I'll distract you with questions. Like I wonder. I know. I wonder if the book was even allowed to be sold there. Just a thought. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much censorship that China really has. I mean, I don't live there.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, and I get. I don't know. I get too much of like the United States garbage and like hiding and this country's the best.
Crazy Rich Asians too tame for China.
Too tame?
Apparently.
Wow. What does that even mean?
I can't even tell you.
Does that mean... I guess that means that it wasn't depicting their crazy lifestyle enough.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought that was pretty crazy.
Know.
Wow.
Bananas.
Too tame. Yeah, I'm curious what they wanted. Maybe more of the bloody fish?
Maybe.
I thought it was a decent film. I really enjoyed that film. So, all right. I guess.
Everyone thought it was a decent film. If you look it up on Google, everyone's like, "Wiggity whoo! How dare it flop in China?"
Right? How dare they have a different
I'm
opinion?
so confused about this.
What? No way. But I could see. Okay, it's too tame. I don't get it. How is it too tame? Okay. Now I'm baffled.
I know you're gonna have to figure that one out. Now I'm speechless. I don't even know why. Okay, I got to stop that. Okay. Well, now that the news is over. Thanks, Adrian, for giving us this segment, because that just made me speechless. You're broke, DJ.
You broke me! Okay, so if you have a news story that you think is worthy of our show, let us know. And there are great ways for you to do that. I don't know if you want to know them, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So you can call us at 512-podcast. That's 512. I forget the rest. Podcast. Well, I would do better.
Hold on just a second.
I know.
I'll look at the phone.
Well, no, I would do better, but the contact sheet that I have that always does this is taking forever. 512-763 2278. 278. Yay! Forget that. Just look it up on our website, which I always remember, tfwmovies.com. Oh boy. But yeah, send us a text message or a voicemail. I want to hear voicemails. And so do everybody. All the listeners want to hear it. And you say, "Oh, I don't like hearing my voice." Well, that's okay.
I don't like hearing my voice.
See, and
I listen when I'm talking, it sounds normal to me, but then when I listen to it back, I'm like, "Oh God, I'm sorry, everybody."
Yeah, I kind of do the same thing, and then I'll do something like the granny voice. Oh, that's not granny, but you know what I mean. And people scoff and go, why did you do that?" And I'll say, because I can't hear myself do that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that way to me.
Right? So, to other people, it sounds super scratchy. Anyway,
it does sound pretty scratchy.
If you don't want to send us a text and you don't want to send us a voicemail, you can always send us an email at shoutout@tfwmovies.com, SHOUTOUT at TFWMOVIES.com. I spelled that really fast, so... Anyway.
You did. I was super proud of you.
Thank you. I was looking right at it this time.
Good job.
We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at TFW Movies. You can tag us at TFW Movies at any of those things. What else? I can't think of anything else other than patreon.com/TFW Movies. Do you see a pattern there?
I do.
Oh, good. Good. I was hoping to keep it all similar, so it's not easy to forget, right? But you could type in "thanks for watching" in a lot of places, and you'll find us too. I think on the Google, you type in "thanks for watching," and I think we pop up somewhere in there. I can't remember.
Huh, let's see.
Yeah, check it out.
Try.
Thanks for watching, or TFW Movies. I think that will show up pretty quickly as well. We are taking the internet by storm, and we are doing that because we have wonderful Patreon members that help pay for things like our website
Wow, we're like
stuff.
the fourth one down.
No way! I love it. I love hearing that. That means we're doing well, y'all. And that means we're getting enough clicks, too. We got a lot of listeners.
Always click more, though. We appreciate it.
Yes, click more. You know what would be great is if you shared our show. You know, you're seeing it, you're like, hey, you know, I haven't told Susie about Thanks for Watching ever, so let me share this with her.
I know Susie would like it.
She would, absolutely. And so would Tommy. I think Tommy wants to hear it, too.
Also Paisley and Banjo.
Yes, they would love the show. So, you know, like our show, share it, send it on to your friends. You know, I think that's doable. We have, and again, Crackhead Blue, one of our first members, Abby, another member. So grateful for you guys helping
you guys
us
are
out.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, that being said, let's talk about our get to know the cast, shall we?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Actually, in this case, we're going to get to know our listeners.
And then we'll talk about us.
And then we'll talk about us, because that's what we do. Here it is. Okay. So we sent out the feelers. Hey, anybody have any supernatural films that you want to hear or see or talk about? They're your favorites. These are the ones you guys
that
love.
you enjoy.
Absolutely. And Crackhead Blue immediately emailed us or sent us a text message.
She did,
yeah,
because she's on fire.
she is. And here they are. She's got 8 of them. Holy moly! Plus, no, just 8. Okay, here we go.
That's my girl.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, spin your heads around for The Exorcist. Woo!
Hey, yo!
That's right. Fright Night, which I think I really enjoyed that one, too. It was super scary.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Carrie, another car movie. Wait, is that the car one? That's Christine. Christine's the car one. So Carrie is the girl. Okay, yeah. The prom tour.
Yeah, Carrie's
the prom
pig blood
thing.
in the prom dress.
Yes, that's right. Legend.
Oh, yes!
Reminds me of I Am Legend, because that one was pretty good, too.
Totally different.
Yeah, totally different. But
If you haven't seen Legend, go see it. Tom Cruise is a baby, and Tim Curry is a glorious villain.
Oh.
And there's unicorns.
You know what? We need to do one of these Tim Curry films that we all love, because that's maybe not next week, but I think I'm going to throw that in my notes of what notes we should do for the future notes.
Wow.
Yeah.
A list of notes to make.
Yes, exactly. Future notes. Anyway, Coco, good one. Evil Dead 2, nice. Hellboy, I think that should go on my list too. I didn't even think of that one. And Stranger Things. Ooh, I like that one. Definitely supernatural.
Not a movie, but still amazing.
It counts in our podcast.
Because we stream it and it's fantastic.
That's
I
right.
would definitely agree with that.
Fantastic.
I agree. Good call.
Good call,
Good
Crackhead
list.
Blue. I love it. Oh, and speaking of Crackhead Blue, she turned me on to this other podcast, the Who Goes There podcast. Ooh. And I'll talk more about the Who Goes There podcast a little bit later, but thank you for getting me involved with that. That was kind of a neat thing. Anyway, so moving on. We'll talk about that later. Abby. She has a few.
Yes.
Here we go. Are you ready? Yes? Oh?
Come on, Abby. Let's go.
There we go. Let's go. Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Vampire Academy.
Okay.
Bad. Underworld.
Good.
I misspelled that first. I put underwear, and I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't even know. The Crow. Ooh,
nice.
Good one.
Good choice.
Oh, and I threw I threw this one under Abby, but it actually goes under Blue. Ghost. And Witch with the 2 V's. Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the witches. It's terrifying.
Double witches. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And now back to Abby with some TV stuff, some good stuff. Buffy. Ooh,
good.
Grimm.
Also a movie, too.
Also a movie,
Grimm.
yeah. Grimm and X-Files.
Oh, the X-Files.
The X-Files. And I don't know how they're doing right now. I think, didn't they do an X-Files return just recently?
They did.
Yeah. Did it flop, or is it?
Up. I know the first time they did it, people went bananas, and then they left it with a cliffhanger and brought back more, so I don't know after that.
Yeah. Well, I wish I watched it. I haven't watched it. I just have been crazy with other things, but yeah, I like the concept of X-Files, so cool.
It looks like it got recanceled.
I know. Oh, dear. Recanceled.
Dang it.
I hate when that happens.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay, J.M. Strauss. There you go. He's got 5 of them, and I know he likes me to count them down from the top. Wait, bottom to the top? Anyway.
He puts actual thought into,
He really does.
Standings in the lists.
Yeah, which is great. And we've seen number 1 on his list before, okay?
Okay.
So here it is. Number 5, Corpse Bride.
Yeah, there's an eye in me soup.
Yeah. Number 4, Princess and the Frog.
Aww.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I got friends on the other side.
That's such a good villain.
It is. Number 3, Coco.
Oh.
Yep. Number 2, which is on my list, Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And number 1, Hocus Pocus.
Woo!
Yeah.
Them witches.
Yeah, so
They're so fabulous.
those are some great films. I really like those ones.
They are.
All right.
Those are all good movies.
It's so much funny. We say, send us your favorite one, and everybody who was it? Crackhead Blue put it. They have Beth syndrome.
Well, there are too many movies to just pick one favorite of anything.
That's true.
So, to all of my friends who are like, hey, I can't narrow it down to one, here's 6. Solidarity.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Make a list.
Make a list. There we go. Check it twice. No, don't.
No. You don't have to.
You don't
just
really.
let it flow.
Let it flow. All right. Rob from Rob's Smokin' Barbecue. He sent in his little list. Oh, well, it's not too little. 13 Ghosts.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's
the
a good one.
House on Haunted Hill. But not the second one. It was garbage, he said, or something. I'm paraphrasing, but...
Paraphrasing.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
He was like, no, definitely not the second one.
Yeah, the OG.
Yeah. And then Hellraiser. Ooh.
Oh.
And Sinister.
Ooh.
I know. He's got some scary ones.
Yeah, he went the scary route.
Yep. All right. Hey, opening of the show, Joshua Struthers. He chimed in. He has Frighteners.
Oh, that's a fun one.
That is a fun one.
I love that one.
Conjuring.
Oh, that is a pretty good one.
Supernatural.
Like the show?
Yeah. And Scary Movie 2. So he had some good ones. And then another person we haven't had yet, my cousin, Tara.
Welcome
to the show, Tara. She put The Conjuring, Shining, Rosemary's Baby,
good,
Sleepy Hollow, which is a good one. I like that one.
I love Sleepy Hollow.
And then I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House.
Yeah.
And here's something even more creepy about this one. She watched it just 2 days before she learned her dad died.
Oh.
And so she was really all kind of creeped out extra after seeing that film, probably because her dad was haunting her.
It could be.
And he's the type of person that would totally do that. Uncle Dave, I love you. Just stay with your daughters. Thank you very much.
Oh, my goodness.
Hang out with Tara, not me.
Okay.
That being said, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa. She's a gal I work with, but she chimed in a little bit. She's put The Others.
Nice.
Yes.
I love The Others.
And hold on a second. I don't know. Wait. Hold on a second. I have another Lisa, but I don't think it's Lisa. I think I'm saying the name wrong. Hold on. I wrote the name down wrong, and I got to find her. Alyssa. Alyssa. That's what it is. I'm sorry. On the
Totally
Instagrams, Alyssa, she put Constantine.
Oh, so good.
Yes. And The Crow.
Yeah.
So The Crow got some good stuff here. Like, it wound up on a couple of them, which is good.
Yeah.
So that's those are our listeners. That's
nice.
what they like.
Thank you for chiming in, friends.
We have some pretty twisted listeners, I'm just saying. Anyway, she goes quiet. Oh, dear. Okay. So now it's time for your cast and figure out what they liked.
Right.
And so I've already mentioned a couple, like Beetlejuice. I really like that one. Coco was really good.
Yeah.
And I have to say that Beetlejuice is my favorite, like one of the tops. And dare I say, Poltergeist.
Oh, yeah.
It scared me so much that movie is never coming out of my brain, ever. And I don't even care. I mean, to this day, I still see the Jell-O all over everybody. And it's like, it looked delicious, but it also looked really scary.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to eat that Jell-O.
No.
But that's just me. I mean,
yeah.
whatever.
Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to think of others, but I mean, this particular one, I was like, oh, I already got mine. So I'm not going to make a huge list before the show. So I thought, I'll just get on.
And then everybody said all the same.
I know.
It's like, oh, crap.
Well,
now I don't sound like I watch anything other than
right.
anything.
But I did like Ghost. I think that one was a good one to
Ghost
bring
is
up
good
too.
one.
That was good. And I guess you'd have to say Ghostbusters 1 and 2 are
well, that goes
other
without saying.
Great ones. As well as the new
I mean, if
one.
we're doing supernatural stuff, Ghostbusters is like super, super high on my list. My dog is named after a Ghostbuster.
That's right.
So,
Egon.
Yep, Egon.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't even thinking about Ghostbusters because it's just automatically there.
Yeah, it is automatically there. So, and the new one too. I really enjoyed that one.
Yes,
again,
I did too.
I think
it got a bad rap.
It did. I mean, I think Chris Hemsworth was too dumbed down, but other than that,
I thought he was hysterical.
He was pretty funny.
Do you like me better playing saxophone or listening to the saxophone?
Yes. Okay, now I'm going to have to watch that again.
I recommend it.
Totally. And I really loved the Mask version where they were all dancing with all the police and stuff. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I wish they'd kept it in. I bought the extended version so that would stay in the movie.
So did I. Because they're great.
Exactly. So now I got to watch The Mask again too. Cause I'd consider that as a supernatural.
I was just going to say that seems supernatural to me.
Yeah. Oh, very
like
much
the movies that I was looking at were all actually less supernatural and more magical.
Ooh.
So I was glad that Legend made it on the list because I was thinking like Willow and Lady Hawk.
Oh, good ones. I like Willow. I need to see that again.
Oh, you definitely should. If anybody hasn't seen Willow, go see Willow. That is like the peak of hotness for Val Kilmer, and everything else about it is amazing. There's nothing about it that makes me go, oh, that's crap.
You didn't think Batman
good.
was there?
No, I like Mad Mardigan Val Kilmer.
Okay.
I can't help it.
Okay. Well, there you go. Oh my God.
I'm not saying anyone else should say that that's the best Val
right.
Kilmer.
Maybe
that's,
maybe
for
they
me,
like that Val
that's
Kilmer.
yeah. I mean, everybody likes their own Val Kilmer. To each their own Val Kilmer.
There you go. That sounds like the title of the show.
The title of the show. To each their own Val Kilmer.
Oh, thank you for that,
okay.
man. Write that down. I'll never remember it.
I'll text it to
you. Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Cool. And you know, one other movie I thought was really great is, and it's a Disney movie, The Haunted Mansion. I really enjoyed that.
I love that movie. Like, that's another one that I think people say is not good, but I really enjoyed it.
Ditto. I really did too. And
I really love it. It's silly, but so many things that I like are silly.
Yeah, I agree. So many things you like are silly.
And just the music is so Haunted Mansion. I love it.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite rides at Disneyland, and I can't turn my back on it.
No,
so.
Could never. I mean, that's when you go to Disneyland, that's one of the first that you kind of have to do.
Yeah.
That or Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's like, it's one of the definites.
Yeah.
You can't not do it. You can't not do it.
Which is another supernatural one that I think was really great. I'm surprised that didn't make it on the list.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the list.
There you go. It's on the list now.
Yeah. Any of the Pirates movies, really, because they all have supernatural themes to them.
Yeah.
And they're all great. So there we go. There's some more.
I have one more.
What else? More. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Vibes.
Oh, Vibes!
Cyndi Lauper, baby.
Cyndi Lauper and Jeff Goldblum. Sign me up. Good times.
Oh my gosh, I wish I had that in my collection.
Oh my goodness, the Indiana Jones movies are all supernatural.
Oh, they all
too.
are. That's true.
Throw them all on that list too.
Oh my gosh. And I know you're avoiding to say Star Wars because they're all supernatural, honestly. What is the Force? I try
so hard. It's just easier not to say anything because I'll just go off for like 45 minutes on like Star Wars theory and make everybody turn the show off. So just go ahead and anytime we do one of these lists, just assume that I have in my brain done some sort of mental bending and stretching to make Star Wars fit any of these lists. I mean, cars, computers, supernatural, holiday traditions. It's all of them for me.
Isn't that weird how Star Wars fits all those genres? That's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. I love it. Anyway.
Brilliant.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, do you have anything else pop out throughout the rest of the show, I guess?
Yeah, that's what's just going to happen.
Okay. Well,
just assume that I'll come up with something later.
There you go. Well, I guess that means only one thing.
Next segment?
Our next segment. Ready? It is Stuff We're Putting in Our Eyes.
Things you're putting in your eyes.
Yeah, in my eyes. So
there's a cat hair in my eye right now.
Is there? Oh my goodness! Take it out quick.
Oof. I'm trying.
It's very tickly. So Crackhead Blue told me about this podcast called "Who Goes There" podcast. Ooh. I don't know why I say it that way because it just seems like it should be said that way. Who goes there? Anyway, creepy. So they talk about horror movies or slasher movies or what have you. They just released one today, and I was listening to that already as well. I mean, I didn't get to finish it all, but they put on all of them. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Sometimes there's 3. The one I listened to, there were 3, and then a wrestler, Dirty Ronald McDonald, who was a wrestler. Dirty Ron. Anyway, I know. It was a great show. I enjoyed listening to them talk about the wrestling and how people are like, wrestling's fake, and he's like, well, duh. But and he made a great point, this Dirty Dave. I mean, did I say Dirty Ron? Thank you.
Yeah, you said Dirty Dave.
Because that's another podcast person I listen to.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so, but anyway, so Dirty Ron was saying, well, yeah, the storyline and all that stuff is all made up, but the moves and stuff are still real.
Yeah, you still have to be able to do them.
Right, exactly. I mean, I don't know. Hulk Hogan does. Can you imagine?
This is a lot of work. You have to be
work.
Pretty fit to do this crazy stuff.
Yeah. So, anyway, I don't even know why I yelled Hulk Hogan's name.
Because shutting up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
he would have been a great tooth fairy, just like...
just like the Rack.
The Rack. Dwayne Johnson. Oh, boy.
Yes.
Anyway.
Who goes there? Was what you were talking about.
So who goes there? So they put on this great viewing of Santa's Sleigh at a cool little pub called the Dirty Dog Pub. And they call it that because, well, you could bring your dogs. You could bring your pooches to the bar. Isn't that cool? I mean, we went in and there were like at least 4 or 5 dogs already there.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Did you bring Miko?
I did not bring Miko because I didn't know. I had no idea that I could bring a dog. Oh, of course, all the dogs that were there were like twice or 4 times the size of Miko. I'm like,
oh, that sounds like my hangout.
It is your hangout. You would have totally loved this.
Where me and Egon would go.
Right, because that's where they showed the film Santa's Sleigh.
Nice.
Which is, because it's a slasher movie, hello, Santa's Sleigh. And I've come to realize, I think I like these little, now that we've seen more of them, these horror movies or slasher movies, I think I'm liking them because it's a lot like slapstick.
Yeah, they are very stylized and ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, this Jewish butcher, how cliche is this?
Bill Goldberg is in it?
Yes! Oh my gosh. And he gets
Fran Drescher.
Yes, this was a great. It was really just their opening scene, and that was just amazing altogether. I love Fran Drescher, and just the way they were all performing, it was just perfect. It was really awesome. But like the Jewish butcher guy gets killed by a menorah of all things. And I'm like, really?
Well, sticking to a theme here.
Yes, but it was really, the storyline was pretty good. I mean, the idea of Satan, as in Saint Nicholas, can't do any good, or doesn't do any good until he wins or loses this bet with an angel, and then for 1,000 years he's not allowed to do anything, and then he comes back in 2005, and of course this kid looking it all up and is like, oh my gosh, that's today.
Right.
I don't know. Total funny. I mean,
yeah,
I liked it.
Super silly fun.
I know.
That's good.
I'm like I said, I'm not a fan of it, but I've worked on a horror film. I worked on one called The Haunted House, and that was a fun one. Marcus, if you remember Marcus Carlson, yeah. So he did a lot of the makeup work for horror films. In fact, when we did our own little haunted house down at Burke's Junction in Shingle Springs, he really helped us out a lot on that. So, I don't know. So I have a kind of like a bonding with these types of films now, and before I used to be like, I don't like them, whatever, I don't care. But I'm starting to get to that point where they're just that funny.
Yeah.
They're hilarious. I love these films. And that one was great. Santa's Sleigh. I think you should go see it.
Okay. Look it up.
It's that time of year to see these things, and I know it's a slasher movie, and there's some.
Well, some of us watch zombie movies on Easter.
Right.
How do you know that
Exactly.
people aren't going like, I need me a new slasher for Christmas?
Right.
So this one is Santa's Sleigh, SLAY.
Yes, exactly, SLAY, and it. I warn you, there are death scenes. I warn you.
In a slasher movie? You're kidding.
I know. There is some gratuitous nudity. I mean, there's
in a slasher movie. You're kidding.
I know, right? The Santa goes and destroys like this stripper club or what have you. So I know.
Oh, Santa.
I know.
Oh, you.
I know. What a crazy guy.
You've been on the naughty list.
But it was really a funny film. I thought it was hilarious. Okay. And just, I have to say, opening scene with Fran Drescher just made me say, this is going to be the best movie ever. And, I mean, for a Santa Sleigh movie, it was.
Good.
I'm
glad to hear
it was
that.
the best Santa Sleigh movie I've ever seen.
Wow.
Right?
A Santa-themed slasher made your day.
Who would have thought? So,
I wouldn't have
special
thought.
thanks to Crackhead Blue for giving that into my views, and thank you to the Who Goes There podcast for putting that event together, which was also kind of mind-boggling. It was really good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's a picture of me online, and we saw a slasher movie. It made me look really scared in the picture. But I mean, to be fair, it was only one picture taken, and I didn't know when it was being taken.
Oh.
And I look at it, I'm like, oh crap! I'm not even smiling, but I was having a good time. Oh well. That's just
it's
the way
not the end of days,
right?
Yeah,
Exactly. So anyway, that being said,
good job.
Thank you. Yeah, that was fun. Santa's Sleigh. I don't know if I should give it a rating or not, but
sure, why not?
I don't know what to give it. Like a 7 or an
wow.
or an 8. Maybe no.
Okay.
Maybe an 8. I mean, because it was funny. I mean, if you can make me laugh and it's totally self-aware, I don't think there was any fourth wall breaking, but I mean, it was funny. It was.
Yeah.
It made me laugh. It made everybody laugh that was there. So, yeah. I guess I don't know. Maybe you have to have a sixth sense of humor to think this is funny or not? But I loved it. Go see it. Okay. The next movie made me laugh a lot. Made Penny laugh too. We watched it together. 211.
Oh.
211 with Nicolas Cage. Yes, and boy, did he overdo it during one scene. Like he was.
What? He never does that.
I know, he was crying and yelling at the same time, and losing his partner who just had a baby and blah blah blah.
Okay, so listeners, if you want a real challenge, you find me a movie where Nicolas Cage doesn't totally lose his mind in some part of the movie. Like just some scene where he totally goes banana-rama and just is completely over the top. You find me a movie where he doesn't do that.
Right?
There's a challenge for you.
Did he do that in the history? No, the Finding stuff, the National Treasure films. I can't remember if he did. Okay,
he does.
Okay. Well, this was so back to 211. It was kind of a cute thing. This kid gets into trouble, which was really stretching trouble for a lot, but ends up having to do a ride-along with two cops.
Oh.
Yeah, and so on another realm of the universe in this same film, there's these bad guy, mercenary, marine-type people who want to rob a bank.
Okay.
And so what takes place is the two cops with the kid on the ride-along end up in front of this bank that's being robbed.
Oh, my.
And so the bad guys create a distraction that all the police and SWAT team are all going over to that distraction. And these two guys are like, we have a ride-along. We're not going to the explosion thing. So we're just going to go look at this car who's parked in the red in front of the bank, and we're going to tell them to move their rear end, you know? And so they're, like, parked there, and all of a sudden the guy in the car waiting for the bad guys, he's in the getaway car, panics and decides to get his semi-automatic or automatic rifle and just starts shooting at the cops. And, like, all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose.
Eek!
Yeah. And
just like Nick Cage.
Just like Nick Cage. And the crazy thing is these robbers could have left at any point that they wanted to. Like, they had the money already, and now they're still sticking around. Get out of there.
Just leave.
Yeah. I mean, and so this was definitely one of those movies that went straight to video, and it shows because
wah, wah.
There were so many reaction shots. Like, just to see, oh, so they're going to put peanut butter on a sandwich, and then the person sitting in the kitchen reacts to that.
Oh.
I'm like, did you really need to look at him putting a sandwich together? No, we didn't need that scene. That was not necessary. I don't even know if it was really a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but that's what it was really like. So,
right.
Yeah, so a lot of reaction shots that were unnecessary. So, anyway. So, 211, I thought it was a great story. It had a cool story, or, you know, a plot, but, yeah. And then the poor, whatever, 15, 16-year-old kid that's stuck in a shootout now, who ends up, like, all the police escape and all that stuff, and he's stuck in some Bronco in the middle of a parking lot between the cops and the bad guys. That's not a good thing. That'd be scary.
No.
So, but I mean, overall, it was overacting and a lot of fun. An attempt to be super serious and an attempt to, like, one of the guys gets shot in the leg and he's like, I'm gonna die, and he, you know, I need you to shoot this video and because you're messing with your phone all the time anyway. I want you to shoot this video and he fastens. Oh, this was cool. So the kid is in the Bronco and he can't charge his phone. His phone's dying. And,
oh, no.
And so he's like, he finds the cord, because every car has a cord for your phone, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean,
it makes sense nowadays, right? You could go into my car and you could find at least two cords, one for two different kinds of phones, Apple or inferior, either one.
Oh.
And then, so this kid, it's like, okay, so he can't get battery juice from the car battery because the car's turned off and it's not his car. He just happened to be in a car that the door was unlocked. So he takes this doll that happens to be sitting in the back seat, and this doll has a 9-volt battery in it, and he does something with the wire and something with keys and rigs it up so he could charge his phone with a 9-volt battery.
Science!
I'm like, oh, that's a MacGyver thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but, and so it worked long enough for him to call his mom for a minute and a half.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so, you know, I liked the movie. It was definitely, if you want to see how a movie is made and is super cheesy, this is definitely one to see. And I'd give it a 6 because it really made me laugh. It made Penny laugh. Some of the things that were said just... I mean, there was some comical stuff that went through, and they were just... I can relate because I have jokes that bomb all the time. I think this movie had a bunch of them.
Oh,
Like, oh, that was supposed to be funny.
jeez.
So, oh well, and again with the Nick Cage overacting thing was just, it was pretty awesome, and it was so weird that Nick Cage was playing a guy that's been on the police force forever, and wasn't and his boss just didn't seem like his boss. It seems like the roles should have been reversed in some way, because I don't know, Nick Cage is just bigger than that, and they needed somebody bigger than Nick Cage to be his boss.
I see. Well, sometimes that doesn't work out,
I guess. But anyway, I liked it. I really enjoyed this film. 211. It's on Netflix. You could totally stream it.
Cool.
Yeah, if you want to see it. It's funny. That's all I have to say. 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Which, they're not stars, people. I'm not doing stars. I don't even know what the 10 of things are. But, yeah.
Just 6 of 10 somethings.
6 of 10 somethings.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you have anything you're streaming? Are you streaming something right now?
White Christmas is on in the background.
Oh, okay.
Because it's one of my favorite Christmas movies ever.
Oh, supernatural film, Scrooged.
Oh, another one of my favorite Christmas movies.
That's
and
a
also
great one.
Super great supernatural movie.
Yes, absolutely. Gosh, you know what? That was one of the first ones I thought of, like at the beginning of the week last week. Going, I know.
Then we get distracted by a whole week of life, and then we can't remember. And
man, I'm like, I wish I wrote that down.
Yep.
Oh well, I didn't, but I remember just now, just when the timing was perfect.
Just now, see, and that's why throughout the show I'm randomly like, ooh, ooh,
yes,
because I remember.
So, all right. So let's do move on, shall we? Move on.
Yep.
Do. So it's time for our challenge.
Oh, do it.
Do it. Okay. Last week's challenge was War Games, and it was Crackhead Blue that got it. Yay! Woo! And by the way, she also mentioned that congratulations to Abby for getting the week before.
Well done.
Yes, very much well done. And then she said, but guys, hey, thanks for watching. It wasn't a streak. She did not break my streak because my streak was broken a long time ago with just Joe getting some of the answers too. And she just happened to, on his behalf, send them in. So way to be humble, Crackhead Blue. Undo that because you're Crackhead Blue. But anyway, yeah, I totally get it. Just Joe did get a bunch of films. Which is cool. So anyway, it was still pretty neat. I don't know why I thought it was cool, but so there. So are you ready for the new one?
I am.
You're ready. Okay, here we go. Let's get that in the speaker properly.
Do it.
All of them faithful hands before the mast. Every man worth his salt. And crazy to boot.
There we go, and crazy to boot.
That's right.
I hope I didn't give too much away just by that.
I mean, 8 seconds.
8 seconds. That's all it is. No, it's not that movie. It's not that movie.
Not that movie.
So there you go. Give us your best guess if you can. That'd be cool. So next segment would be streaming, but we just covered that because we didn't really watch anything from last week. The one movie I wanted to see that came out was Anna and the Apocalypse, the musical, but it wasn't playing anywhere in our area, so I'm going to have to watch it someday when it comes around. So, gosh darn it. What was I thinking? So
I don't know.
So, hey, next week, we've got some movies coming out. How about this? The 25th anniversary of Schindler's List.
Oh.
Yeah. That's and it's a long one too. I'm amazing they're putting it out there, but Why not? Get it out there. Now's the best time to watch Schindler's List, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay.
It's a good movie. It's such a good movie, but it's so sad.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Okay. Ben is back. That's a new one with Julia Roberts.
Welcome back, Ben.
Yeah, Ben is back. Welcome back, Ben. I hope you stay out of rehab. No. Oh, wait. Sorry, wrong.
Oh.
I don't know. They were singing that at work today. I don't want to go to rehab. No. Anyway, so that got stuck in my head for at least a good hour of my day. I'm like, curse you. Anyway. Another movie coming out next week, or this weekend. Great. Sounds like it's going to be a great movie.
It sounds like a movie that you'll really like.
Right. Well, I hope it's great, and I hope they have some great puns and a great broken fourth wall. That's really what it would be like. Next is, we don't have Jimmy because it's box office numbers. And, I mean, if I were going to guess, Ralph Breaks the Internet's going to be number one again.
Yeah, I would guess that too.
Yeah. So, and then number two, I don't know. Maybe I should stop guessing and look it up, right?
Yeah, just look it up, bro.
Look it up? Well, I'm trying.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you're probably faster than I am. Because, I don't know, I have all this stuff in front of me, and I'm like, I have all this technology and nothing, and I have no, what do you call it? Multitasking skills.
Oh, yeah.
But you have great multitasking skills. I'm just saying.
What are the dates for last weekend?
Oh, last weekend was December 1st.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I don't want to go.
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Yep. Number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, number 2. Creed 2 is 3. Fantastic Beasts 4. Bohemian Rhapsody 5. Instant Family 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have guessed?
I'm not going to do all the mathing that Jimmy does, because I will make a fool of myself trying to say the right numbers.
Yeah. I get it.
I'm like, that has a lot of zeros and commas and probably some decimal point in there somewhere. And
yeah, Beth doesn't math, everybody. Beth does not math.
2000. So, but yeah, that's the rundown.
There
Ralph,
it is.
Seuss, Creed, Beasts, Bohemian Rhapsody, Instant Family.
There you go.
Robin Hood in 7th place.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's not doing terrible, I suppose. It was up against too many good films. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a pretty, again, stylized, weird view of Robin Hood.
Right.
They tried to kind of Batman Begins it, I think.
Yeah, I think they did. That's true. Well, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great film for the beginning of Robin Hood. I hope that they did well enough that they could maybe make another one.
Make another.
Would be cool. I think that it would do better with a sequel. Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. So I like sequels. I just don't like I don't like the third ones.
Oh.
No trilogy. All right.
Oh.
So
fired.
I guess that's everything, but let's move on to future movies and trailers.
Okay.
Anything you're looking forward to, Beth?
Well, I saw the trailer for The Lion King. That was pretty big.
Oh, that's right.
Still looking out for the Holmes and Watson movie, which is going to be super funny.
Oh, yeah. What about Vice? What do you think of that? That's going to be kind of a cool satirical thing.
What did you say?
Vice?
What? Oh, yeah. See, I haven't seen anything for that, and your phone cut out, so I totally missed it.
Oh, pardon me.
It's not your fault. It's fine.
I'll stop doing that.
Yes, do.
Yes.
But, I mean, it's the holidays, so there are a bunch of good movies that are getting ready to They're right on the cusp of breaking.
Right. They're right
So
there.
I have to...
Okay.
Right within our grasp.
That's true. Hey, the new... So they just finished making... I know this is far in advance. Really far in advance.
Future movies.
Sorry, I'm keeping you awake this late at night.
Oh, stop it.
I know. So the Avengers movie, the number 4. Did we talk about this last week? I can't remember.
I don't know.
What do you think a good title for that would be?
Don't worry, not everyone's dead.
I like that one.
Avengers, don't worry. Lots of people come back to life.
There you go. The Avengers was it Avengers 4. Heroes need heroes too.
Oh, that's nice. Avengers 4, Easter for superheroes.
Easter for superheroes. They come back. That caught me off guard. Thank you for that, Beth. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I can't top that one, so that's not happening. Oh, if it comes out in April, I'm going to just laugh.
Right?
Oh no.
That'll be good.
Oh
So
wow.
good.
Pets 2, or The Secret Life of Pets number 2. I saw that trailer too. That was I think I'm looking forward to that one.
Okay.
I have no idea how they can make that a
sequel for that?
Yeah, but I mean, what pets do, I guess, is cool. And they're bringing back the fluffy bunny. What
about the fluffy dog?
I hope he's... I didn't see him in the trailer. But he better be in there.
Well, the thing... Maybe their story is, like, wrapped up, and they move on to someone else in the Petsy world.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way they could do a sequel.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll be great. I'm still looking...
Like the headbanging poodle?
Yes. I saw another trailer for Wonder Park, which actually looks a lot better than the teaser that they gave. At first it was like, I don't know. Maybe. And then they showed this new trailer for Wonder Park, and it's like, oh, that's cute. So I don't know if something happened to the kid's mom, but like the kid and the mom like created this Wonder Park, and then all of a sudden, so maybe mom dies or something. I know, tragedy. And then so Wonder Park gets all dark and scary, and all these little monkeys take over. And this kid finds himself in Wonder Park through some magical moment and has to rebuild it back the way he dreamt it. Or he or she, I don't know if it's a girl or not.
It's kind of like the never-ending story. He must rebuild Fantasia.
Yes! Almost exactly like that, so...
Except really that wouldn't be the whole...
Oh, it's a girl, sorry.
It was like the end of the never-ending story.
Yeah.
So
it's a creative girl named June.
It's a nice name.
Yeah. It's very, I mean, you know, that's a good month. It's when everybody's in summer, you know. Everybody loves
Everyone's
June.
out of school.
Right, out of school. And there's a special bug named after June.
Right, June bug?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Anyway, and I guess I just have to say, I'm still down with this Pikachu movie, or the Pokemon movie.
The Pokemon movie?
Yeah, the live action Pokemon.
Well, the Bulbasaur is pretty cute.
Yes, and so is the Pikachu, to be honest.
The Pikachu. Yeah. They're all pretty cute.
Yeah. I am still worried about the voice of the Pikachu.
Well,
being...
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, being Deadpool. Because that's kind of all I hear is Deadpool in a Pikachu body.
I'd be down for that, though.
Who cast this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Ryan Reynolds, so I'm sure this is going to be a great film. But voiceovers by Ryan Reynolds to me is all Deadpool. So, and looking forward to the new release of the Deadpool PG-13.
Yeah, Deadpool
one.
Ever After or whatever.
Yeah. I'm like, I really do want to see what they do.
The trailer with Fred Savage, it's killing me.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Anyone who likes The Princess Bride, please go look up this trailer.
Totally.
Because it's hysterical.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to be in the theaters to see that film. That's for sure.
Yep.
So, anyway, lots and lots of great stuff right there. Do you have anything else, Beth?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay. All right. Well, there's always next week. We could talk about more next week. So, how about this? So, get to know our cast and get to know our fans. What do we do? What do we think we should do? Alien movies?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
That could be fun.
Send us your favorite Alien movies to 512
Your list
Podcast.
of Alien movies.
There it is. Your list of Alien movies. Podcast. 512 Podcast is the phone number. I challenge one of you to do a voicemail. I really love to hear your voice. Or send us an email, shout out at TFW Movies, or just send us to us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at TFW Movies. Or if you go in there and you help support our podcast on Patreon, patreon.com/TFW Movies. If you do that, you could also send us a message there of what your favorite Alien movies are. So that'd be really cool. So, All right. Well, I think that's everything.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So until next week, I want to say you've been listening to Thanks for Watching, and I really, 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 really want to thank a lot of people here. Here's my list.
Okay.
My list.
DJ's list of thanks.
Joshua Struthers. I want to thank you. Big Checho. DJ McGee. Jimmy Harris. Beth Levine, Adrian Rondo, all the cast members. Also want to thank Jackie Harris, Penny McGee,
Woo!
And most of all, thank you, the listener, for listening to our show.
That's right. If you didn't listen, we'd just be sitting here talking to ourselves, and that's silly.
That is silly. Absolutely silly. Because we could do that anywhere, like in line at Disneyland. Jeez.
Right?
Anyway, that's being said, thank you very much. And cut.